John Fox and John West. I'm having a witness adventure, and yes, I'm pretty much the end. I'm looking for all these glyphs, which everyone calls environmental puzzles, but it's going to take a while before I don't call them glyphs. So maybe I'll try and solve one now, and maybe I'll do the rest in a bit, right? So there are two there. No, there are four, and they're all like diagonal lines. Not actually. That one looks like a sort of ceiling, doesn't it? Four at that temple. Now there is actually a couple of places I want to go, but I figured I started there. I may as well try and find them. Also, the temple's not too big, right? So I've done the obvious ones here. So things like that. Hang on, have I? Because it could change depending on the angle, couldn't it? Well, what I need to do is I need to find ends. Because I've done this one here, which involves yeah, but there might be more. I think there's more here. Like that. Maybe. If I can... Why was I going big? No, there's a thing, isn't there, stopping me from doing that. Oh no, no, there we go. Okay. Lovely! Right, there might be a few more like that. Alright, I've got an idea. No, there's leaves in the way. Unless it's like that. Where would that connect to? There we go. Let's move the leaf out of the way. Is that right? There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, there might be more. I feel like there's going to be ones in the ceiling as well. And light might have stuff to do with them. I don't think I should agonise just yet. Like these red bands, maybe. I should take the obvious, the ones that can be sort of figured out, like those two I just did in there, and then we come back. But one of them did look like it was on the ceiling. I've done one of those plant ones already. See, those red things are very suspicious. Now, one of the things I wanted to look at was the lake, because I know from what and unfortunately I read this, but that the lake indicates what you've done, what you haven't done, in terms of certain puzzles. So it might be wise for me to look at them. So that there, but it's got... Might be worth me just looking at the shapes of things. Let's have one last look at that thing up there. There's one. Look, there's the end of one. But is it the end of one I've already done? Because I need to be at an interesting angle to get it. Like, as soon as you do that, not gettable. So, how can I get to there? Well, that's going to be quite hard, isn't it? Might not be possible. As I said, well, let's have a look at that. So it's like that. Go back up there. Should be reasonably easy to get to. See if we can puzzle this out. So if we can assume... Right. Anything that has that dot at the top of the top left looks like it comes from up atop there. Now, that's still selectable. So there might be one from just this actual literal angle. Maybe. I mean, we can... It's down and left. So we know it goes there. Right? Down, left, down. So it goes there. Which one did I already solve? Is that... I can't figure out which ones I just did. And it's down and long left. Ooh, hang on. Okay, okay. Let's assume they're both from the temple top. But it looks like an interesting angle, doesn't it? Might want to start taking photographs of these, but there, it's like... something like that. There we go. Funnily enough, I didn't even put two and two together there. It was that one there. So that's how you get that angle. You go way back. And there's another one, isn't there? Oh, hang on. Can we bloody see from here? No, we can't. Fine. Now that doesn't count as finishing an obelisk. It's just one side of it. Well, I'm on a roll, so I may as well keep at it. Not the right way, John. That, funnily enough, counts as a different direction. Oh, of course it does. Yes. Long thing, yes. It's definitely from that top. Probably should have just got my thing out. What thing, John? Yeah, phone. Should have taken a picture. But I know it's something. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. It's got a long line going right, doesn't it? So, I see a long line going right. It's something like... Oh, that apparently counts. That's interesting that counts. That's the long line going right. So how do I get that to connect? Like that? Beautiful! I'm quite good at this. Didn't think I'd be finding them so fast. Though, to be fair, that one's... You know, that one's a reasonably, you know, easy one to surmise, because they're all at that temple. Pretty much all of them. So... let's go in this direction with our 3. There's a line there. This direction there. there are 3. It's not a very clear one, is it? Oh, let's go in this direction then. That direction there are 2. They could be huge for all we know. For all we know? For all I know. How do I even get out? So generally that direction, right? Generally that direction. Oh, I think I know where one of them is. So we're going to be looking into the trees. Oh, goddamn hate these. Yeah, I've lost the general direction, but that's fine. We're looking at trees and stuff. Is that one there? Going out your way to find them is actually really difficult. But yeah, the 2 jungle puzzles, I think. Or beach puzzles. I'm fairly sure they're jungle puzzles, though. There's more flowers. What's that there? What is that? Is that to remind me to sit down and relax? I wonder if that moves. Right, back into the jungle. No, I solved some tree. I remember some tree ones, so, but I can't quite remember. And I remember there being a potential for another one, but I didn't find at the time. One of them's really simple, isn't it? I know it. And I need to find a couple more of those, I reckon. But I don't want to spend all day here yet. Where's the ones that I saw? I thought I saw. I taught a tour. Right. Let's go. Oh, no. Let's go back. I don't know if this way's useful. And I think for quite a lot of the game, you're just sort of better off vaguely going in directions rather than just breaking your brain out. The squiggly line exists somewhere. Right, I'm close, aren't I? Right, I knew this one existed already though, so. Wonderful! Right. I know that one like blew lots of people's minds, but I found it when there was a grey cloud, so I knew for ages that, oh no, there's a grey cloud somewhere. How do I change that grey cloud? But I want to find the lake. Alright, here's the lake. So I think certain things mean stuff on the lake. I don't know. It would probably make more sense if I looked at the lake earlier. But like there's 4 or 5 flowers there. There's lights. I don't know what any of these stuff means, so it's actually useless information for me. But because I've done most of the puzzles, maybe most of the stuff's gone from the lake, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I thought it'd be more elucidating than that. There is something else though, isn't there? I do definitely know there's 2 more puzzles at the windmill. Not puzzles, but environmental glyphs. Let's go back to glyphs, John. 2 more glyphs. Right. So it's... Oh god, it's going too fast. Oh no, it's not. So I did one of them, so it was... I think I'm at the wrong angle, aren't I? It might work. We'll see what happens. So let's stand there. Alright. Go back. Ah! No, I wanted to go back! Right, it's not quite what I wanted to do, but... Screw it now, haven't I? Let's try and get the best angle, which I think is that. Try that again. Now, I don't want to end up on that one next to it, because that's what I did already. I want to sit on that thing, and then wait for another one to come around. I think that'll do it. Right, so I just want to stay here, and I'm going to hitch a ride on the next one. Right, on this. I don't want to finish that one there. I want to get off this one, so I don't want to actually want to move. I want to get off here. Let me off. Let me off! Ah! Damn it. No, I think I'm right, but it keeps screwing up. Come on. Come on. I'm getting a pizza delivered to me because I have... I'm treating myself basically. But it's being delivered by Sam the Sensible, which is somebody who basically didn't want a nickname, I'm imagining. Feels like it's somebody who didn't want a nickname. They're like, hey, Sam the Sensible! Hey! You know, because I can go in that one and up and I'll score, but I don't want to. And I'll obviously pause on that pizza rice. Let me back on! Alright, fine. Because this is too high. Unless I can just wait. I think it's going to cut me off, isn't it? Ah, that's interesting. Well, I guess that's useful. I've already done that one. Is that what that indicates? Yeah, sorry, that was stupid. Ah, what am I doing then? There was also the start of the game. I know there's something that can be done by closing the gate. I don't know how you close the gate though. See, I'm gonna have to cut this video into parts. I mean, you won't notice, but I will, obviously. So, I'm just trying to remember where the actual start of the game is. I never did get to the bottom of this place. I might have been pointing there first time around. Don't think I was though. Causing that shadow. Oh, it's just happens to be a trick of... Especially mainly that one piece of cloth causing it. I don't think this is the way to where I want to go though. Right, I know there's a puzzle. Where is it? Here somewhere. I don't know how to do any of it. That looks like a puzzle piece. Yes, there's lots of interesting things around. But a lot of this is a test of patience. So... I have to do that from higher up, I guess. Right, I'm not going to literally just look everywhere. Maybe I should literally look everywhere. I'd quite like to be near the plimps, the glyphs, the monoliths. There we go. Third time lucky on the word I actually meant. It would be nice to finish one though. Right, I've had pizza. I also watched a film. I can't remember what I was doing. Completely forgotten. Guess I'm trying to go back to the start. Let's go down there, shall we? I don't know where the start is. Maybe it's over there. That's the town. Was that where I came from? Where the hell's the start? No, I'm just at the flowers again. Have I done this? Hang on. Yeah, I did this earlier. How did I do that? Just point. Yeah, I'm sorry, I managed to make a big circle. Not a good type of circle either. A bad type of circle. I wouldn't mind looking at the pond again. Because I was reading about that. Like... So, here's some things that are reasonably obvious, right? The pond represents the entire island. Fine, that makes sense, yeah? And something represents lasers. So let's say the lights represent lasers. It doesn't matter because I've done all the lasers. But there's leaves. Are there leaves? There are closed flowers and open flowers. Basically, the things I'm missing are audio recordings and some triangle puzzles, I think. Yeah. So I was just looking at rock there. No. So yeah. So maybe that's the mountain. In fact, I mean yeah, that's the mountain, right? Okay. What's next to the mountain? Well, right next to the mountain is the greenhouse. The marsh. I have to assume flowers are audio recordings. And where the hell's this then? If that's the mountain, Because it's got the lady doing that. I think. Where the hell is this? Well, I could go to the boat and look at a picture. In fact, I should get my phone out, which I somehow still haven't done, and take a picture of this. I'd like to see this from above. It'd also be a lot easier. Things like this. Where's this? Because there's a light here. I don't get what they mean by leaves. But then again, there aren't that many... Oh, them! That's a leaf, isn't it? Triangle leaf. I can't... Can I see any more? I mean, I had a look at ages ago in one of the videos at the triangle puzzles when I was trying to figure out what they were, so I just looked at pictures of the solutions to see if I could figure out what it was. Unfortunately, I just accidentally found out the solution and sort of ruined that for myself. But doesn't mean I found all the triangle puzzles, because I'm clearly missing puzzles. Oh, there's one there and there's one there. Are there any on the water? Or do they just disappear? I don't know. I should have been paying more attention to this. Well, let's try and find home, and it's near the pink trees, so... This is one thing I know definitely has to be done. Oh. And that is... There's another ending, right? I think. No, I know there's another ending. I think I know how to do those as well. I reckon this would be the simplest one to solve. So let's remember it's near parallel puzzles. I'm still trying to go home. For some reason I'm still absolutely terrible at remembering where the start is. Nope, I found the town again. Oh, damn it, John. Here it is. It's not a... This is a dog, isn't it? Yeah, on a flower. But I mean, it's close. It's close. I have a terrible sense of direction. And I know this is a virtual direction or whatever, but it's still terrible. Right. That looks like a puzzle there. Might not be, but it looks like one. Well, I've got to keep my eye out, right? So I've got to figure out how to close this door, because I think it does something. Was this solved? Yeah, it was. Oh. Never mind then. What was the difference between there and there? What did that actually do? I can't remember now, because obviously I've done it once before. Yeah, I thought I was going to get something really good when I did that, but it gave me this, and I don't know what this led to. I thought there was something. Obviously, there's that I did first. Yeah. There's a way. What are you doing, John? It's yellow, John. It's the wrong colour. Did we ever figure out this one? It's obviously got something to do with that, but... Yeah! Alright, I've got it. I figured it out. That is clever. Not by me, obviously. I mean by the game. Yes! It's only because they touch the start and end. Let's solve it properly then. That hasn't really helped with the grand, like, scheme of things, but... Like, hasn't shown me how to close the gate. Where's the thing going in two directions? To this one? No. Where is it? Ooh, I've got an idea. Right, I've got a picture in front of me of this. Now, if I were to do that, that'd look somehow familiar, wouldn't it? Now, that has not been solved, but we can work on it, right? We can work on it. Now, there is a 3 there, 3 triangles there, 2 triangles there, 1 triangle there, right? So we know something already. We know that it has to come in from one of the big angles. It doesn't matter which big angle, so I'm just going to go for the bottom angle, like so. Let's make that a squiggly line. and therefore must come from that point there. Must come from there, let's say. Now if it has to come from there, it can come from there from either two angles, three angles I guess. Why would I ever want to get to that third angle? How could I possibly justify? Hang on, no, I can just see it. Look, there's three on there. So you can do something like this. That wouldn't work. There wouldn't be enough angles. But I could do something like this. That wouldn't be enough angles, John. Which means you have to do something like this. Right? That, or that's pretty much it. And here lies the problem. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. No. So you're just going to have to imagine they're there. It has to come from this angle for the last bit. And how can I get the second angle? Unless it's there. Unless it comes from there. If I can get in like that, then I can do that. So, how do I do that? Alright, there's one. Yeah, somehow I've made it 2, 1, 1. Right, 1. Oh, no, it doesn't work. I was trying to be clever there, but... Huh. Okay. Okay, let's... The problem is I've got loads of writing on mine already now. I need to scrub this out and see it again. Let's just draw all over it. I need no reds. Right, now I'm just going to scrub it out and draw it again. Oh, I've now got pen all over me. Right. No, I just scrubbed it out and I probably should not have, but whatever. Square, square, square. Let's add in those bits. And it was 1, 2, 3. Okay. Starts there, ends on the 1. Sorry, I'll tab there. So I've drawn it again as that. And I'll have to try and remember where I actually got that from. It's from the mountain though, isn't it? It's somewhere in the mountain. Let's drink some of this. Is it even possible? Because it's looking like it's not. There is no way of getting that 1 unless I hit it from an angle. So let's go just mix things up by... I've got too much black on this red. Right, so it has to be like that. Actually doesn't really matter how I do the 2. The 2's easy to get, it's 3. Hang on, am I just making this look much harder than it actually is? I do that sometimes. Right. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not. Alright, sorry, I thought I'd convince myself for a second there that 1, 2 has to be there. It has to be there, John. I can't... Yeah, I have to approach from this angle. Which means I have to do something like this. That does the 1, that does the 2. I can't do the 3 like that. How the hell do I get 3 on that? It doesn't look possible. This is right. No. Yes! Right. Alright, I see you, son. I see you, son. Was that always there then? Yeah! Oh, because it's all lit up. No, it wasn't there before. Well, it might have been, but whatever. Right. Let's have a look at this. Ooh, look! Ah, this is cool. Let's have a look at these monitors. Let's take a good old sip. Lovely, well that's the mountain. That is a version of the windmill. We have all these pillars with the flowers on. Let's make sure we don't miss anything in here, right? I think this is the secret ending. So that's like an early version of it or something. There's a tree with the apple on. There's like a pool with the thing on and stuff like that. Ah, look at that. It's puzzles. And there's another crystal there. I guess it's for prisms, right?
Ever in my life have I sought thee with my songs. It was they who led me from door to door, and with them I have felt about me, searching and touching my world. It was my songs that taught me all the lessons I ever learned. They showed me secret paths. They brought before my sight many a star on the horizon of my heart. They guided me all the day long to the mysteries of the country of pleasure and pain. And at last, to what palace gate have they brought me in the evening at the end of my journey?
Right, that didn't have a quote or anything at the end. Right, let's click on this one here I just found.
Audio by Wabi Sabi Sound. Andrew Lackey, Bo Anthony Jimenez, Jeff Garnett, Luca Fusi, Eric Lorenz.
Oh. Oh, I guess that's, yeah, that's credits, yeah. Fair enough. I was expecting it to start, and so where's this? Oh, don't worry, I'm going to look at the sites from just making sure. Oh, there's another one.
The core development team of The Witness was comprised more or less as follows. Design and generally steering the ship, Jonathan Blow. Programming, Ignacio Castaño, Salvador Belmurciano, Andrew Smith. Modeling and texturing, Luis Antonio, Orshi Spaniel, Eric A. Anderson.
Right, so I was having a good old look at the island there. There's going to be more of these, isn't there? That flower motif. Right, there is an audio thing there because of the pool, right? There's a closed flower at that point of the pool. Oh, wow, one of the clouds. Let's have a lie down with this orange.
Additional contributions and modeling by Shannon Galvin, Alex Hayworth, Andrea Blazic, Eric Urquhart, and David Hellman. Additional contributions in programming by Casey Miratori, Andrew Heenick, Nicholas Ray.
Oh, did I miss one down there? Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's like they've got... Oh, hang on. So they've got like a secret viewing places. Because that's the challenge. Right. Well, hang on, how does that work? Well, it's not supposed to work, is it, John? Because it can't be both there and there. There's a wolf.
Special thanks to Jeff Roberts, Daniel Mascio,
Yeah. It's not in a physical location, which should have been obvious. Still haven't done that one. It's nice seeing the island at all these angles though. Right, this is cool by the way. That flower motif. Like the flower motif turns into this thing. Well, it's a part of the flower motif, I guess. There we go. Let's have a little look around. There's another one there. They left a load of these down the mountain. Wonder if there's any way of turning them on. These are all on. That's what I meant. See, there's on the pool, that woman's there but holding a light. That's how I know where the mountain is. I'm totally missing. Bunch.
in-house playtesting by Francis Dooling, Michael Calandra, Timothy Steen. Thanks to our friends who helped playtest: Daniel Ben-Mergui, Mark Ten Bosch, Vi Hart, Chris Hecker, Brian Moriarty, Chris Butcher, Aaron Robinson, Jeff Roberts, Juan Chun.
Right, Brian Moriarty was also in the last video I watched with the eclipse.
Special thanks to our friends at Sony. Nick Sutner, Adam Boyes, Justin Massengill, Alessandro Bavenzi.
Right. Do you think they'll start selling these cushions? I reckon people would buy them. You get them in a pair, right? Like that and then that. Why are these monitors off? What room's that? So after this, pretty stoked to have figured this out as well. I knew there was something here because the internet said, but so I'm stopping to have a quick look around. Now that's an interesting glimpse, don't you think? What's in that room there? It looks like there's a reflection of light. Can't really tell. What's a table with drawings on? Yay! So that's another room. I like the effect on that. That looks... Well, I don't know if it is an effect. Well, looks like a real picture. Or that it's made up of real pictures. I wonder if that counts as one of the puzzles. 518. I think so. I think I counted. That's really neat. I can't look in there. So I'll keep walking up here instead. Shall I? Don't think I missed anything. Maybe. Oh, but there's more stuff in here. Oh, that's weird. What are they then? Keep following the path. These little mini explosion type things. Who knows how long this road will go? Feels like I'm close to an end. Farewell, strange room. I'm not making that move, by the way. This looks like a video of some sort. Oh, there we go. I want to press the button, but I don't want to skip a video. Oh, we saw this room from a different perspective earlier. Oh, I want to know if you can solve a puzzle here or not. There was that puzzle on that wall, and I want to know if it's possible. No, you're supposed to remove that with alcohol. Is this to imply that it was all a dream? Or it was all like an virtual reality type thing? Oh look, there's that guy solving the puzzle. It's not quite the same, but... What does it say? The mechanical universe and beyond. He's noting all the potential puzzle solutions. The best thing is that if you play this game for long enough, yeah, you will start seeing them in the streets and stuff. It's got to be the right colour. Let's drink some tea. I'm very tired. Yeah, you start seeing lines and circles everywhere. Yeah, like there and there. That's a square. It's interesting that he's ignoring the pictures, but they are puzzles that I've already done. I don't want to know what happens if I press the A button, but it's just going to skip. We're free! There's one on the ground. No, there's one there. There's no cushions. There's a plant there. And that kind of hetch. Yeah, let's call it hetch. That's not a word, John. The cross hatch pattern. Right, so it put me back here again, and it won't let me try again. Alright, that's probably for the best then. Right, although maybe if I just do this. I can't remember how I did now, so never mind. Right, so that was pretty cool. I can't remember how long the start of this episode was. I cut it, didn't I? So we've got 518 and 58. So I don't think it's bad. That's been done, isn't it? Yeah. You can tell it's been done because it'll float like that. It'll sparkle. It'll shimmer. I only just realised... I know that existed, but I only just realised that that's supposed to look like a tree there. That's what I was looking at up. Because I kept going like that, going, oh, what's that? It's a tree. It's a picture of a tree. Right. Now, I said I was going to do something, and I am. And that was, I was going to go to... I still haven't figured... You know what? I haven't figured out how to get on top of that yet. There's a way. How do I do that? There's clearly steps up there. There's clearly a way, and I have to assume you go down. But yeah, I don't know how. Some on the boat. Come on, boat. And yeah, by the way, it kicked me out of the game. I had to log back in. If I had my phone on me, I take a picture of this boat. Not of the boat, of the, where am I? I want to test something out very quickly. I was going to say, can I get off the boat? Well, ask me why I'd want to. Why does that exist? That's been done, hasn't it? Okay. Alright, screw it, I don't... Leave this place. Actually, I changed my mind. Let's go back like that. It's got to be faster. I see a red line as well. How's that? How does that red line work? See it? See it right there? From her hair? It's just that she's got really long hair. I guess so. I've only just noticed her. She's a harpy. And I've done this ground one before, haven't I? Hurry up, you. I might have to get back on there. How the bloody hell do I get on top? Yeah, I was wondering if you could send the boat off by itself. And I'm still not entirely convinced one way or the other. Right, let's find the obelisk. Yeah, I want to know what that's all about. The obelisk is out here, isn't it? Right, so I've done up and down. What I haven't done is up, along and down. Now, up and long and down would require the boat, I imagine. It would require me doing exactly the same thing that I literally just did. I think. But now I know there's an up and long and a down. And it has to be in that direction. That makes sense, right? Up, along, and down. That's the windmill. Who knows what they are. Up, along, and down. It's gonna bug me that there an upstairs exists and I don't know how to get there. Up there. Hang on. We haven't still given up on up, along, and down. There we go. Right. What's this giving us? It's giving us something, right? This exists for a reason. I don't know what reason, but a reason. Oh, yay! Yeah, it's easy now. All these black lines are suspicious as well. Well, they're part of the up, along and down, aren't they? Right. Okay, well I figured out my way up here anyway, so I feel a little bit better. There's gonna be something in one of these that I'm gonna suddenly see. I can make that green wire line up. Fine. Up, along, and down. How would I achieve that? Let's get back in the boat. Up, left, and down, isn't it? As slow as possible. Pardon me. We've probably gone overtime now, but I imagine most people left after I've left that room. I'm going with the idea that I start off one off going up. Is it up? Yeah, it's up. And then maybe the perspective will shift. Ah, that's a bit slow. Give me some help, Harpy. Alright, full speed. Now, I solved this originally over there, so... I was only thinking the boat because the perspective shifts. Doesn't seem to work like that. Unless I can just see something else in the water. Maybe. It's here, isn't it? Because it's up, along, and down. 519. And there's 523. 4 more puzzles I'm looking for. And then they're all environmental. And audio logs. So I'll try and do one more environmental puzzle and then I'll let you go. Up, along, and down. Not exactly sure where you're supposed to stand to get it right, but where would the along be? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong side. Up, along, and down. Right. Obelisk, obelisk. Lend me your directions. That's the clock down. I feel like I know how to do them, but... Okay, them. That is winding naturally. Okay. Towards the bush. Cool. That direction. That's that tree. There's a late... Hang on. Yeah, I clearly didn't find what I was looking for. So... try and finish this one then. Right, what's in this direction? Right, to the right of that tree. What does it look? To the right of that tree, it looks like a kind of bendy line. Okay. That there. That there and that there. But not possibly here. Alright, so this is where I found the flowers. So there's another one around here. Maybe these red flowers. I'm seeing up, up, up. Oh yeah. Oh, where's the bridge? Right, 3 crooked lines. In that direction. Not too far. Three crooked lines. Could be more flowers. Or holes in the flowers. I'm thinking holes in the flowers. Hmm. You know what? I know I said I'd let you go already, but I apparently I lied about that. Just felt like I could do more. I should just back up. Right, it's this direction. 3 crooked lines. And I might have passed it already, who knows. Three lines. Hmm. The thing is, this is now entering a different area. With its own set of monolith stuff. So I think I've strayed too far. So I think I better let you go. One more monolith direction. Then I'll definitely let you go. So let's go back to that same one. We'll back off in a different direction because we've not seen any crinkly lines. That way. Presumably there's going to be more in the castle. These are all unnaturally straight lines. Right? They curve a bit. I mean, they're on curves, but whatever. None. Damn it. That direction. So that says building to me. That says girders and stuff. It says over here. That's what it says. To me. To find some circles. Well, they kind of look like circles. I think I'm going to have to let you go. This I feel like is in a different area. I know there's one over there. There's got to be a couple here as well, but that is a different direction. There's always been this one here, but oops. Faster, faster! Right. I can make that into a circle by doing that, but it needs to be at the right angle. So that looks like it's 2, doesn't it? Right, if I go up the top, I figure out how to get to the top. Like so. And I look in from the inside and from the outside. What? Well, that made it all worth it, didn't it? $3.20. I mean, $5.20. How do I get back far enough for that to... That is definitely one of them. I want to get down and boogie. Ah, that is close. I mean, it's not aligned right, but... Where else would give me the line? It's all gone very strange, this. Also, I'm very tired. Ah! There's a wall in the way. Blast. Fine. One last look at the obelisk, and I know I keep saying that, but this is genuinely going to be the last one. Yes, I did go the wrong way. There's a pond again. I'll have to have a proper look at the pond. Oh, like, yeah, straight lines. Alright, 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 these ones. These ones are just squiggles. Just squiggles, that's all. Are they the same squiggles? Like, yeah, I think they are. Right, I don't think I can justify any more videos. There's the mountain. Can't see any squiggly lines. It's going to be the trees, isn't it? The trees are going to do something. Let's look at the trees. Or the lights near the trees, I guess. It's not giving it to me. Oh, 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 oh! I did this one already, didn't I? Damn, that was one I did already, but... Oh. That would have been a really cool way to end the episode. Maybe we can do it backwards. That looks like something, yeah, doesn't it? No. Right, I'm going to let you go. I've been John Proxy on channel John of the West. I've been having a witness adventure. This has been the witness I've been playing. And this has been the adventure I've been having within the witness that I've been playing. And I will see you guys... Oh, I've been thinking of this wrong. No, John, just let him go. Let him go, John. I'll see you guys next time.